Hello and welcome to the fourth in this series of videos. This video is actually about college soccer recruiting tips, and it is the top 5 that we can share with you. Before we go on, it's important for you to note the University Prep Soccer was an organization developed to help players market themselves. Our supporting clubs really develop their own players. So these recruitment tips are really recruitment tips for educational funding. It's basically about selling your skill and not skill development. Tip number 1 is to be open-minded when it comes to funding. Soccer-specific scholarships from high-level university teams are exceedingly rare, and in most cases, they do not cover all of your educational costs. They're not only difficult to acquire from a marks perspective, but you need to have very high skill level also. On the other hand, you might choose conjunctional scholarships because they often pay better. There's an awful lot more of those scholarships, so you can get several scholarships together using the sport of soccer. You can also create your own scholarships using soccer. And last but not least, there is employer-assisted funding using soccer if you know how to market yourself. Tip number 2 is perhaps the most important tip of all. It is that the code of conduct of a recruit is really everything. It's basically the way a person conducts themselves, both in their personal lives and throughout the recruitment process. Code of conduct refers to maturity, organization, planning, time management, and cognition of the wants and needs of all the contacts in the recruitment process. Below, you see a group of Division I and Division II coaches which are viewing the UPrep players. They are not there because our players are the best in North America. They are there because of the quality of the people that went through our system. The quality was seen in their code of conduct. Tip number 3 is the school needs to fit you. It needs to fit you scholastically, and it needs to fit you soccer-wise, but it also needs to fit you location-wise. Are you driving long distances just to play? Location also may affect your budget, so your budget is an important need to take into consideration. There are also family needs. What if your family wants to come and watch you play? There are also certification requirements. That means if you graduate, are you going to graduate in an area where you're not going to have to take a bunch more courses to get certified in whatever it is that you do? Most people don't understand that 40% of college students drop out after 2 years. You can see this clearly when you look at soccer teams throughout the United States. A lot of their senior players are missing. Why? Well, the school didn't fit them. They chose the wrong school. Tip number 4 is we found it was really worth it to play the $7.1 billion lottery there is out there when it comes to educational funding. It's a lottery because most people don't know where to find that educational funding, but really all it takes is a letter showing your worth, and you can use your soccer to prove your worth. In other words, the life skills that you have and how good of an investment you are when it comes to people putting money into education. Tip number 5 is that impossible is nothing. That's actually a saying quoted by boxer Muhammad Ali that meant, if you can dream it, you can do it. At University Prep Soccer, we found that limitations on your dreams were really only there if you believe them. We have seen players, thousands of players, achieve their goals simply by sticking to a strong set of plans and keeping their code of conduct high. Well, we hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. The next video is going to be on code of conduct. Very important video. If you're viewing through YouTube, please remember to hit the like button. See you soon. Goodbye.